Alright. Hello everyone. And welcome back to Danganronpa. Hello Skirks. Where last time we streamed, something bad happened. The what exactly, we're not sure. But, somebody broke into our room. We, we seem to have fought them off. And, Kyoko had appeared. And now, the knife that was in our desk has mysteriously vanished. Well, let's head to the dining hall, see what is going on with everybody else.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. Where's everybody else? You really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night? Worried? Yeah. Right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. I thought maybe you'd been, you know. I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would wanna, you know. So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys had even shown up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else, then they can tell you all about it. Everyone else? So, is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost a rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? Did I say hello to Skirax? Dean posture check. Funny enough, I actually had just shifted because I was like, oh, my posture is terrible right now. I did? Okay. I knew I remembered looking up at the chat and seeing you, but I could not remember if I actually said hi. We only have 16 coin. Should probably get going. Just eating? That's fine. I just woke up. Here, Scaro sense one off. That's funny. Yeah, I just woke up myself. I went to take a nap at like 4 o'clock. Now it's 11. There he is.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
This is worse than being late for your wedding. It's the birth of your son and your own funeral all at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed? Just like Hina said, everyone was there. Besides Kyoko. And then I noticed it formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was, what the? Before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's never even faced.
Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? It's Monokuma! He's in pieces. Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Idiot. If you hadn't been sleeping in, you'd already know what's going on.
Hey, come
Well,
on.
I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto. Because that's how much I like you. Byakuya, you found this little fella laying around. Then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move, so I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was master stroke of genius. Chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. I feel like there's a danger of them setting off the bomb or spikes or something else, right? It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that, anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So, if he didn't break down,
In other words,
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master, they ran away in terror.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got sick or something? But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
hey,
Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for the light conversation.
you know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? Yeah. That's a bomb. A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb? That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Move on to that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. A motion sensor? For serious? I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. Totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all, Do they not remember the biker dude almost blowing up, right? Oh, I should probably have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's worst, most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on! The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already! Whatever, just hurry up, put the bomb down. Hang on, it's not gonna do anyone any good. Oh, yeah, good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hero put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to that night before. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't, us. Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? That's, no, what are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. You were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
And since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there,
What?
if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. So I'm doing like 5 different voices for freaking Makoto for some reason. Or you go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
And this is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right, I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
Okay, then we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, master, to the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man, and I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways. When we were ready, we left the gym. A target with the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Okay, yes. I was gonna say, are we on the 4th floor now, I assume? Yes. Naturally, Master's the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way.
okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us, so we're definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end. We finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? It's locked. It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say... We've seen the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So in other words,
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but
what?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. This is so beautiful.
I mean,
You serious?
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? The thing looks pretty sturdy. And then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? the thing in that tool shed?
oh, so
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. That's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. Pardon myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Toka ran off, loud as a herd of rabbit elephants.
Hey.
Serious though? Are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. Can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flibbus. No, I'm totally flabsef. Fabsus? Goose, where'd that come from? Wait, Tensai Jill? Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so
Hello. Someone different, murderous fiend here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? Am I supposed to pick an axe? No, you sleeping imbecile. The pickaxe. The sleeping imbecile? Oh, master. You ruined me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factor. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
And this is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
The light bulb just went on.
I see.
And that's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we solved one mystery. That means there's just one mystery left. One more mystery? Yep,
Have you
now we
reached that certain age?
now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
you gotta be kidding.
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What? What did you find? Corpus. Did you hear me? I said corpse. Oh, that's what you... I was like, what? Corpus? A corpse?
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you
Well
say?
then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay? A corpse. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... Oh my. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. But what the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Deadly life. Oh boy. Just to make things clear, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're lying dead in front of me. I told you, there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way.
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. I have to check the body before anything else. What's this body doing here? I mean, who is it? Byakuya is in a weird spot. Who is this? How did they wind up dead here? Can't move forward until we figure that out.
Yep.
Just throw it in the lost and found. Even a dead body can find its way home that way. Well, what's going on? Who is that? Also, I just did like the perfect Toko voice, but I have no idea how I did that. I need to find out who this actually is. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. And the victim is a total mystery. The one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? And their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing, all signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How could you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest, and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be. Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. By the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask, and in the next instant, there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, 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 it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then, hurry up, put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water? Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you
I
say?
had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... I feel like if it exploded, it would be in considerably worse condition than just being burnt. You know, it would be in chunks. It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. And compared to a steak, I'll never be able to eat steak again. Now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? Uh-oh. And that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. What? The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. And the mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Sorry, my hair is an absolute mess right now. And it is like, it's getting into my face and over my ears. And it's being annoying. So, let me fix my hair real quick here. It'll only take me a second more. When I wake up, I fix my hair, and I didn't I didn't when I woke up. I just woke up and immediately went to my computer. So, Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Oh wait, I read that. Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right?
But
But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
You said the mastermind is some middle-aged man, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. Said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba,
And of course, got a flashback to this scene for the, 7th time.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Ba-da-ba. There we go.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Sorry, I had to fix my hair a little more. It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female, and that would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl, Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd you wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. You just suddenly show up and then die? I think we better take a closer look at the body. And there may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait!
What?
What? Aren't we forgetting about something? You know, Toko? Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Yeah. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. Huh? What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. And this is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Hey, she's back to Toko. I saw something out of the corner of my eye just for a second. It's a corpse, isn't it? Well, I guess so. You guess? Which is it? Is it a dead body or not? It's a dead body. I hate this. I hate it. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't want to faint again. Yeah, we don't want that either, so I think it's best if you don't look. Everyone is dying. Why? Why is this happening? See, now I can't do the Toko that I did earlier. Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. Gotta hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? Byakuya is in a weird spot. It's really hard to actually click on him. I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Regardless, I can't help but wonder who it was. Things are growing more interesting by the minute.
Could it be?
The mastermind just got master landmined.
How about that?
Pretty good, right? That one's going in a joke book of my soul. I should take a close look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. But don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. It's a key. The There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal? I stole this. Key? Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. Never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? Oh, that was Byakuya. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then? Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean...
So in other words...
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? So now we have to go check all the doors. Raw. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. I wanted to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Let's see. Where else? The data center and the headmaster's office and the dorms, I believe. Nah. Shift tab. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I wanted to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole, it fits. And this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. Have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So, you're back. How'd it go? Found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why do the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so, when you open that door, it's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? Which means I trust you. That's an absolute lie, I'm just being used. Erg, Master told you that he trusts you. Master told you that. But don't let it get to your head. I am so not happy about any of this, though. Ahem, I said I trust you. You now have an obligation to live up to that trust.
Okay.
It'll be fine. Makoto's on the job. Not that that's any kind of guarantee. Not a guarantee. Hero's heading way the heck over here. I'm totally sure that it won't be another kaboom. For serious? But just be safe. I'm gonna go stand somewhere else. He's standing all the way over there. Just in case. I reached out and put my hand on the door. Closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, Monokuma door. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. But this is...
What?
It's a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is
It's all clear.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room? Guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here, watching us. And I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. But for serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the Mastermind really is dead... Oh my god, Bugs, get off of the frickin' bugs crawling all over my microphone here. That means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh? Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Mastermind's purpose, and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answer to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. Time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Why was the Mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the Mastermind. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. They're flickering as fast as they are. That's what it meant. I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego may well be right about that.
What?
There's no point in thinking about it now. you're right. Monokuma door. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at my master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Okay. This door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if we use that key to open the room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. Won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone. So there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Are we sure about that? No matter what, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're obviously everywhere. How many cameras does this place have, anyway? Oh, no noise coins? Well, this is the only other thing to interact with. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look! Next to that TV! Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is! Just like the one my grandma uses. Totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we look up at that, if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Tina's here. Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we could watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I've got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All of you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. Not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Here I went through each channel one by one. But on every channel it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? What? 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 It's been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be friggin' stupid. Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past. So full of hope. And begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going. No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? You're still obsessed with getting out of here. How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Phew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Woohoo! Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you all about it. The TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. Huh? But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal? That's just us standing here. You're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. The killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible! That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you serious, being? Are you being serious right now? Of course! I heard a kind of creaking. The sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair. That hiccup hurt. It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. And this is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. This was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually.
What if they already did? Huh?
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of... Uh-oh.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Oh boy. Huh? A class trial? Do you mean... Woohoo! Woohoo!
It's the Monokuma file.
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone on, give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding
Okay,
excitement.
things are gonna get crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a
I
ride.
can't wait! I can't wait!
And then, he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, and the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't even know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. Took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
Thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is a class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
Well, what are you talking about? I thought Muko Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Muko Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
Don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Now, boy. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Monokuma file number 5 was added. Alright. I have doubts that it's Kyoko. But who it could be, I have no idea. Okay, time to get started. Need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What did you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear about your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Oh, well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? It's just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
The murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. And as a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... And that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh boy. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
Serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Let's look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met with Hina. That was right around 7:30. I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. It's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Oh, as you mentioned it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the truth bullets section. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Well, listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and an area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. For how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. How you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. Nice. Body before the explosion. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body. Nice. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Nice. Fake nails. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is that a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it before. Nice. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis. I really feel like the body would be vastly more burned, exploded than that. Like, it would be in chunks, not still, solid. But, whatever. There's a knife lying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. Force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then and if this really is Kyoko, I mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see yet. Oh, okay. Chicken coop maybe? Remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. Yep. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ah! That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
conspiracy.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. Did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop. And this is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. And Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. The sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. We have an alibi for that. Monokuma flower, huh? We were actually there. With the rest of the group at 7:30. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. Oh, alright. Those nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Just to be sure, I should look at the tool shed. The room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. On one side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added. There's the other thing in here. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. So nothing else matters, I think is what he's trying to say. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
It will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it. Later, at the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Off to the gym. And then all the way around here. And the second floor staircase is like one of the most annoying things to figure out. I don't know why. But I just get really confused about it for some reason. Whoops. I need to stop at the gym. Where did the Monokuma go? Ah! I just wasn't seeing it. That's where. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb! And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden, fragments of the dead body have been updated. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. So head to the garden and ask Byakuya. Go ahead and fast travel. Do you think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You want to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry? Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh?
It's true.
What's this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? Found a crumbled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. First I'll tell you, it was a key and beep! That's it! This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. Made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel right. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things just as an ordinary person. But then, I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. Sorry, I'm trying to eat a little snack item here. But also, I have to do all of the voices. So, there's that. Not exactly the easiest thing to do. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already.
Found it.
Well, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player, and the bit player is becoming our hero. It's you.
What?
What? What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Oh, you found her profile. So, what if we did?
Hey.
Don't forget on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag your corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
A rule violation is really so unforgivable. I'm quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. Proper school life is built on dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh? So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey.
When you all first got together in the main hallway back... When you first got together in the main hallway back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
In other words.
That's right. There were actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
Total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It's like the 7th time we flash back to that. 16th student Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life? So the one making all the regulations is... Why? Huh? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense? You're too big, cat.
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri. So I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey.
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Woohoo! Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... The tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the
It's
case?
certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. And that's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is?
so in other words,
Mukuro Ikusaba is certainly related to this case somehow. That's why Monokuma wanted to wait until now to tell us what he did. But most likely, this is a trap meant to implicate Mukuro somehow and lead us off in the wrong direction. That seems like the most logical conclusion. I can't say you're wrong, but if that's true, then who's the real killer? There's something on the table. It's a wood block decoration?
what?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key? The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But
possible.
if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that might go that this might go to. The dojo? Wood block key. Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. Should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Now for locker number 6. In the dojo. Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for after all. I thought I hovered over that. No wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
And that's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? Should probably use the key we found on that locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay? Took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and... click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. Looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, there's nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks? Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
See.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. Duct tape is related to the case somehow. How could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. Now, how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? How are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seems to know the archive like the back of his hand. I went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How do you make it all the way to go to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed rumors that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. And that's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Updated. I figured that was probably the last piece of info.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Because of course it is. Somebody is dead.
Please meet up in the usual spot.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a drink here.
See you later.
While also just going through Monokuma's dialogue. Because, you know, I didn't have to read that, so I figured that would be the easiest thing. That would be the easiest time to get a drink. And then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
Oh, that was Makoto. This game just got interesting, right? Where was the F2? It would seem, let's see. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Oh, finally, only took this many hours. Right? Time to stretch. Because a certain someone redeemed 200 channel points to do a stretch. Oh. I wonder who. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? He just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? But Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you? Huh? What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what? Jesus! No! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Oh, sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko? I figured it wasn't gonna be her. Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, so that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right! Now we've got to deal with a ghost! I told you, stop talking!
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Nicole, who knows what might happen to us if we take too long? I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, Everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It seems...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. And this time, the clinking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair!
I can't wait! I can't
Ah,
wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. This time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills! Chills!
Let's get on with the show! And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh boy. Class trial time. Do I even have any other skills? I don't think I've managed to get any other skills. Nope. Just skill points. I'm at 16 out of 19. Alright. Onward to the class trial.